Uh-huh. No Rashford, no problems. I told you it was never rocket science for Erik Ten Hag to figure out what to do in order for United to look like Manchester United. Welcome to the hotspot. My name is Webb, all energized after that convincing victory over Chelsea. Guys, Chelsea, not Luton. Chelsea. Here I am to tell you the 5 things that our gaffer Erik Ten Hag got right, and that's one thing that I think is still lacking as we do build up to what is coming. My goodness, I'm excited about the new United we are going to see. But first of all, the first thing that Erik Ten Hag got right for me was the basic. Keeping it simple. I've been saying it here. Erik Ten Hag, Andre Onana, guys, keep it simple. Football is good when you keep it simple. You enjoy it, less pressure, everyone enjoys it. Exactly what he did. Starting players in their natural positions. Luke Shaw starts on the left. Victor Lindelof teams up with Harry Maguire in the central defense. Diogo Dalot starting ahead of Wan Bissaka was smart. In my previous video, I was telling you I thought Diogo Dalot and his improvement in adding to the attack and his accurate crosses with a manager like Ten Hag, who wants so much his teams to be attacking, Dalot will always have an edge over Wan Bissaka. And Ten Hag doesn't want to defend by defending. He wants to defend by attacking. That's why he wants attack-minded players from the goalkeeper. That's his approach, and I love it. That's the proactive approach he speaks about. So the first one thing he did, kept it simple, playing players in their natural positions, and everyone enjoyed themselves, including we, the fans. To be honest, guys, let me not pretend. I was a bit worried. I mean, considering what we have been through, the talk, reports. Actually, this for me, the performance just justified what Erik Ten Hag said. Ban those journalists who are saying things they don't know about us, because that did not look like a team that does not want to play for their manager. What a performance that was. This could be easily our best game of the season. But going back to the things Ten Hag got right, he kept it simple. That's number one. Playing Dalot on the right ahead of Bissaka. Now, the other thing that Erik Ten Hag got right for me was playing with patterns. We saw the patterns this time around. And this is the proactiveness he's been talking about. That United, I did not feel at any one point like we lost control of this game, by the way. Never. Even when Palmer ran through our midfield and scored that goal, 1-1, I still felt United was in control because every player was oozing confidence. Onana was oozing confidence. Maguire in the back, Lindelof, everyone was confident with the ball. Our holding midfielder, Sofian Amrabat, was actually bossing things going back, and he was enjoying himself. He was expressing himself. This is for me. This could have been one of Amrabat's best games, so for a few mistakes, wrong passes here and there. But I thought every player was enjoying himself, and all players were proactive, like Ten Hag wants to play. Proactiveness is we are the ones we are not afraid to attack you. We don't wait for you. Chelsea had to be forced to play the counter against United. Mauricio Pochettino side playing counter. They love to dominate. He loves to dominate and play, but they respected us because we kept them there. So I felt Ten Hag had it right with that. The other thing that Erik Ten Hag got right was obviously, I know that's what you are waiting for, benching Marcus Rashford. Was it rocket science to figure out? Was it too hard to figure out, guys? Come on. But like I told you, I think it was forced by the Glazers. Until now, they saw the business thing talk doesn't make sense. Rashford can be benched, and that's why he implemented it. And immediately, results are happening. Anthony played again one of the best games, and I always loved Anthony I've always loved one thing about Anthony. Even when he was not performing, he works hard. He's running, he's tracking back, he's trying to do things, but they're not making sense. But he's active. You can see that he's active. Now his activity is beginning to look balanced, both tracking back and going forward and being more effective. And you enjoy to see it. I feel like he's enjoying his football more now. He's calmer, he's more expressive. The interview he gave, I saw the United stand, again revealed to me a bit of his character. So you feel like he's beginning to fit in as a United player. And when he does, Anthony is not a bad footballer. I've always loved, I was a left-footed footballer myself, so I know what it means to be an inverted winger. It's beautiful. I love seeing inverted wingers in my team. That's why I enjoy Anthony. If he's playing good like this, and Garnacho the other side on the left, which is the other thing Erik Ten Hag got right. You saw Garnacho enjoying himself. In the first half, he was our best player, easily. He was enjoying himself because the manager has given them the freedom to express themselves. Players were calm. Everyone on that pitch, I felt, was playing for Ten Hag, to be honest. In fact, now I understand why certain players are not there. This is the first time I see a team not so strong, because when I saw the starting lineup, I was like, oh, where is Kobe Maino? What's wrong with Ten Hag? Where is Kobe? We need Kobe. We need bring the ball. But his guys somehow balanced it up and the game looked decent. Yes, we are still exposing ourselves in the middle, but I'll talk about that later. But I thought it was a bold approach from Erik Ten Hag against a team that was hungry, a team that perhaps felt we must beat us, a team that is coached by one of the coaches who preaches panache and finesse, fast-paced football. It was a massive display of discipline from United. So for me, this could easily have been our most comfortable victory, I think, this season, easily. And it coming at this time again gives me the energy that Erik Ten Hag is still in control. Now, the one thing now that I thought Erik Ten Hag failed to do, has got to improve now, is how we defend. Teams run so easily through our middle. So easily. All the goals we've conceded against Galatasaray, against Arsenal, think about every goal United has conceded this season. All goals come through the middle. We've got a huge hole in that middle, a huge space in that middle. That Erik Ten Hag's fascination with the attack, that leaves him using only one holding midfielder. He has got to adjust a bit, because even if it's Kobe Maino, you remember even when Maino played a very good game against Everton, Everton still made him work so hard. The little boy worked so hard because there were so many players all over him, so fast, and the space for him to cover was too huge. That's why they ran throughout the middle, because the McTominays are committed a lot more going forward. The Brunos. So you have one holding midfielder who has got a lot of work to do. And the Premier League is so direct and so fast paced. So they beat you in the middle, you're done. You saw what Palmer did for his goal. I don't think anyway that goal. I think if Kobe Maino was there, really, I think he would have stopped him somehow. I don't know. That's what I think. But that's not to mean it's right for us to play with one holding midfielder. For me, I think what Erik Ten Hag now has got to do is to find ways of playing with two holding midfielders, but also accommodate Scott McTominay, because I think Scott McTominay also causes a problem for Ten Hag. Because McTominay, man, with his stats in terms of goals, with his goals that he pulls, it's difficult to bench him. More so if you're struggling to get goals from your strikers. And this guy has got the goal scoring instinct. A goal is an instinct if you played football. So I understand why Erik Ten Hag, even when I'm sure he knows Scott McTominay is not the second person to back up the pivot, he can't bench him. But then do you bench Bruno? So he has got to accommodate Scott McTominay and Bruno, and then of course a holding midfielder. So if he's going to play two holding midfielders, say Kobe Maino and Amrabat, where does that leave Scott? Because Scott definitely will not start ahead of Bruno. So you understand? So I think for me that's the dilemma he's in. And this is, I think, a beautiful headache for him to deal with. You've got a Scott McTominay who doesn't give you much defensively, yet that's why you've got a problem. That's why we need him more. But then he gives you a few goals that are crucial. So what do? Do you bench him for Amrabat and Kobe Maino, and then have Bruno plus the number 10? Trust Bruno to score the goals. I think you can try it out. I still think even with these goals, McTominay is benchable. The beauty is he has shown us that he can come off the bench and score goals. He can become our impact substitute. I mean, we need all forms of players, all dimensions, because even we need impact substitutes for us to make sense of depth. So it's a beautiful place to be in for Manchester United. We looked good, we looked comfortable, we are proactive like Erik Ten Hag wants to play. We are keeping it simple. We went back to the basics of the game. There was no pressure at all, even when Chelsea was at us, because it was an end-to-end game. They kept coming at us. but we contained them, even without a proper plan in the middle, because they were running. They could have scored many through that middle, to be honest. But because we were calm, somehow we dealt with everything. Hotspot, subscribe. My name is Webb. What a game! Now this is the, you see, after you guys, making noise and ranting, bench Rashford, you people think I come here every day to talk about these things for nothing. Yeah, well, so that results come, and this is it. So let's wait and look ahead. By the way, I was worried about the games, the fixture pair we had. It was Bournemouth next, but I was worried about Chelsea. Yes, Newcastle. We had all these big games, but I feel like actually we can navigate most of these games. If we are beating Chelsea like that, this game gives us a lot of confidence. So I actually feel like the next seemingly tight games that we have coming could be nice. That's what I think. Tell me what you think. Yes. By the way, there's a new thing I found out on YouTube. Super thanks. Yeah. Find out about it. And well, if you like a video, you can make use of it. Just find out about super thanks.